I'm going to say it like this. You're wearing the orange jumpsuit as no flex. No, I think it's actually hilarious, Colby, and it's because your friend May May is telling everybody that I went to jail. That's why. It was filing, Pablo, definitely filing. The orange jumpsuit, Colby, is in reference to the fact that May May is lying, saying I went to jail. That's what that was. Like I said, I have over-explained this behind the scenes. I was willing to speak to anybody while I was staying off of TikTok for, safety and legal reasons. But after today and everything I've been seeing lately, I've really just seen enough and heard enough of different stories. Again, nobody has a right to dissect the situation because, let's see. Again, not blaming anybody. I really hate that word. Yes, I really hate that word, blaming. Again, if it were my physical hand that left the door unlocked, I would sit here and say, throw away the key. Absolutely. It wasn't my physical hand left the door unlocked. I'm legally allowed to have my teenager sit with him. Let's see. What else? Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was, willing to speak to people behind the scenes about it. So were your kids ever moved from your care? Girl, letting your mods meet Colby. He wasn't rude. One question at a time. Katie, were your kids ever removed from your care? No. Like I said earlier, I don't know if you heard, when the sheriffs called CPS, protocol, the CPS lady got on the phone and she said, listen, we don't have a judge's signature, we don't have a court order, nobody can make you, but we're suggesting, can you cooperate with meeting with us, send the kids to paternal grandma's house, paternal mom's, just until I can decide if there's cause for concern in your home. She was very honest with me. She said it could go two ways. I could get out there and think it's a horrible thing and they can stay there temporarily, or I can find no cause for concern. They can come home. So I agreed. Hesitantly. I hesitated. I didn't like that. So they did go. They were back within a couple hours after she spoke to me and then spoke to Daniel. Colby, I'm really trying to pay attention to the live. I'm sorry. Anyway, so they weren't taken out of my care, but it was a strong suggestion by the CPS worker. And again, I was cooperating because I didn't want any more issues. And honestly, if I would have told her no, she could have went and got a judge's signature and it would have been a lot worse. Like, there's a lot of things that, yes, potentially could have happened. Yes, I absolutely, that day could have been put in handcuffs and taken to jail. Correct. Was I? No. My kids absolutely could have been put in temporary guardianship if the lady found cause for concern. Did she? No. Were they? No. So they've been here the whole time. They're here now. What else? Could have Dan that day, my ex, absolutely been violated? Absolutely. But he was there for concern. Not true, Melody. Not true at all. I don't know if that's like a sheriff or police department thing. I really don't know. Anyway, Colby, they were told to mute. Disrespectful shit. You're coming here trying to make it sound like I'm using this as a funny matter. It hasn't been funny to me at all, Colby. While you guys have all been calling me a piece of shit mom on the internet, Colby. I say you guys because you did too. While you guys were all out here calling me a piece of shit mom on the internet, Colby, I haven't really been laughing. So this isn't a laughing matter. This part, the orange jumpsuit, sweetie, absolutely, is to make fun of May May for lying to people saying that I was put behind bars. Because I never was. Never even had a mugshot. Oh, that's something else too. May May also, from what I hear, was showing everybody my mugshot from 2022, saying that was current and for this situation. Sorry, guys, that's a lie. I have the mugshot with the date on it from the internet, 8/01/2022. That's from when I had that false DV put on me and got acquitted, right? That everyone knows that mugshot's old. May May, what are you thinking? Everybody knows that mugshot's old, baby. Corey, I see that's you. No one's looking for me, sweetie. It's been waiting to go to court, honey. Anyway, Corey. And you know what? Corey, you have no reason to do anything, dude. You are a pegger. You like to be pegged, right? I didn't get to finish with you. But anyway, back to topic. So, May May is a liar. Sorry to burst your bubble. Custody situation was a lie. Jail was a lie. She said the time was 3 a.m. That was a lie. 6 blocks. That was a lie. Mamie, did you really think I just wasn't going to speak about this or show shit? Did you really think that? Again, I still have 3 things I'm posting that I can't show right now because I don't have a second device to play for the live. I have the CPS visit recorded for you. I have, what else? I have the screen recording of me looking at my own record because May thinks she can do it for me. But with that being said, I don't want this to go any longer. This was no one's business to dissect and open up on the internet, right? Nicole brought it to the internet. This was no one's business outside of my home. It really wasn't. Again, I personally feel in my heart, I did not put my kid in danger from what people are saying. Could I have maybe rethought that and said, maybe Daniel shouldn't sit with Liam? You're right, you got that. I own that. Right? But we have to live and learn, you know? Was it a scary, horrible situation that happened? It absolutely was. Absolutely was. Nobody knows what I've been feeling, going through. My son's been going through. My teenage son, I mean. No one knows what we've been over here talking about and feeling. You don't know how he feels. You know, he felt horrible. He felt guilty for his friend and him doing that with the door. He did. He felt horrible that I got a citation. He felt horrible I have to go to court. But I even told him, I said, honey, you know, I told him he's not in trouble. He's not. He's not. Yes, his feelings they're valid too. He does feel bad. He absolutely does. But I told him, I said, you know what? That's mommy's fault. I told my son, Daniel, it's my fault, right? I'll take that. So I've never blamed my son. And again, we have decided mutually that from now on, we just won't have Daniel sit with him anymore until, you know, he's ready. That's fine. Again, I have double secured locks on my doors. So with that being said, changes around the home have been made. I know, Lady J. Tragic accidents, right? And even if I was sleeping, May. Again, May got that sleeping thing because I'll explain that one more time in case you weren't here in the beginning. In the report where it says I had Daniel wake her, or said something like instead of Big Dan waking mom, my son... I don't know which one it was. I really didn't even ask my son which one, but at some point he told either Big Dan or the police that I was in the house sleeping. He said it's because he thought he would get in more trouble if he told the cops I wasn't there. Or not the cops, his dad. And I believe it was Big Dan that actually told the police I was sleeping when he gave his version of things. But how would he know if he didn't even lay eyes on me that day, right? Because he just peeked his head in and went and got his son. So I don't really know the logistics of how that happened, but I do know that it came from my son and it went to baby daddy, and then baby daddy inadvertently said that to the police. So nobody had to wake me. I definitely don't do drugs. I definitely wasn't drinking. I have to say, though, that I think the amount of lack of, I don't know. How can I put this? I expect this from a couple, but I didn't expect this from most. I didn't. I really didn't. Like, now I'm in a positive note on the 12th. Like I said, this is going to hopefully go the way me and my lawyer want it to. It's going to be dismissed. My lawyer also says, just like the CPS worker said, I don't believe you should have ever been charged. I've had 2 people in the government say that already. It is what it is. I'm hopefully going to have it dismissed because, again, I don't want this charge on my record forever. I don't want to be reminded of this horrible thing that happened. I'm glad, again, that Liam is okay. Colby, it's a public defender. Let's see what else. Gosh. I don't know what else to say, really. I just know that I'd get a lawyer. I agree, Colby, but I mean, you know, I have one, but he's been advising me and everything, but he's not going to do family court. I need a family court lawyer, and they are expensive. But I'll figure all that out. Regardless, facts the matter of the case. Once the judge hears me speak, I'm also going to bring my teenage son. He's not subpoenaed, but they did say that he's welcome to come in and speak on his behalf. That's also going to be a positive thing. Daniel's fine with doing that. He already said he would. No one's making him. He doesn't have to. My son is almost a man. Put all arms. Yes, correct. Stressy Jesse. Look, I would have gotten a citation if it were a babysitter. I could have hired a babysitter. I could have hired a 6-year-old babysitter. I could have hired a 20-year-old babysitter. I would have still gotten a citation. If you don't mind, what county is it? Because I would look into get legal aid. Legal aid sucks. Legal aid is almost as bad as a public defender. Anyway, again, I think the public defender will be fine because I don't need a lawyer because there's no... This whole thing is easily explainable. It's been handled. It's been... what's the word I'm looking for? Damn, what's the word I'm looking for? It's been repaired physically. I mean, the locks and everything else. I mean, changes have been made. It's not going to happen again. It isn't a pattern, a history, repetitive thing. I don't think I need a lawyer at all. Like I said, everybody and their mama in the court system, and CPS included, has been saying this is going to just be done on the 12th. That's what I was hoping for today, but it was just an arraignment. You're right. It is. Ohio is horrible. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm glad my baby's okay. That's first and foremost. Liam's just fine. He's running around acting crazy. Real quick recap. Never lost custody of my kids. I have one charge, one pretrial for the 12th. Oh, they also added in my traffic citation thing that people like to bring up. So when I have to go to my traffic court on the 12th, they combine that for the same time and day, same judge. Isn't that cool? That part's cool. So at 9:30 on the 12th, we're going to handle my traffic citation for the DUS, and then we're going to move on to the criminal case afterwards, right after. So never lost custody of my kids, never went to jail. I got the citation, yes. It's a charge, yes. It's a misdemeanor 1, yes. So which report was correct because when I referenced the other date. Let's see what else. It was never 6 blocks. It was never 3 o'clock in the morning. Yes, 1 court cost. Correct. I believe it's, let me look at the papers. 1 cost. Let me pull, I have the physical papers in front of me. Hold on, so I'll just green screen it. $126 for the criminal court costs and an extra $10 for the filing fee for the not guilty plea. So $136 total right now. However, Lady J, as I was told, that can, plus it'll be $136 plus whatever fine if I'm found guilty. If worst case scenario I'm found guilty, there will be up to a $1,000 fine included in that. So if I'm found guilty, it will eventually be almost 15. Well, no. 11. Wait a minute. Hold on, guys. Oh, yeah. Okay. It'd be like roughly almost $1,200 if I'm found guilty. If I'm found not guilty and it's dismissed, I don't know how that works if I just still pay court costs. I really don't care about all that. That's nothing to me. That's the least of my worries right now. I'm looking at it right now, but yeah, it just says $10 for the filing fee of the arraignment plea and then the $126 for court costs. No, Deanna, there was not. So yeah, like I said, never lost custody of my children, never went to jail. I did get a paper citation. It is a technical arrest. I was never fingerprinted, no mugshot. That's an old mugshot May shown. It was not 3 o'clock in the morning when he did this. It was not 6 blocks away. I can go outside right now with my camera on and spit on the building where he was. He was retrieved, brought home safely. Dan was never in my home. Dan was never here like that. I live very close to where he works. He drives by to go to work and all that. But, you know, like I said, if I saw the side door open, Dan even said to the cops, I'm actually probably going to get violated for this. But guess what? I see the side door open. My kids live there. I'm going to be curious. It is what it is. What else? I wasn't on drugs. I wasn't drinking and definitely wasn't sleeping. The report that speaks of had to wake me. I like how somebody said, why couldn't they wake you up? That's not true at all. That report didn't say they couldn't wake me up, first of all. The report never said couldn't wake me up. It said went and had Dana wake me. Again, that was a wording mistake because my son already admitted. I asked him straight up, why did you tell your dad I was sleeping? He thought he would be in trouble by letting anybody know I wasn't here, cops or dad. My son admitted to that. My son was embarrassed. It was like pulling teeth to get that story out of him the third time with the police too. And also, like I said, my son did also tell a story about Liam. He said Liam stood in a stool and unlocked the door. We knew that's not true. So then he finally came clean and said he did not remind his friend to put the chain lock on, and he did not do it either. Again, it's not blaming my son. Not blaming my son. That's the fact of the matter of it, the truth. And my son's not being blamed. It's not. At this point, Devious, to be completely honest, I'm not wanting to try to decipher or dissect anything at this point. I literally just had to green screen how Maymay's running around saying I have 2 open charges when I don't. I actually, Noodle Dick, I answered it multiple times. I said, no, it did not. I've been answering that. No, it did not. 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 I'm not going to keep dissecting it. I'm not. End of the day, what matters is I don't have to tell anyone shit. I'm not being rude. I'm not being funny. I'm being serious. I don't got to tell a motherfucker shit. I don't got to tell nobody shit. I am not going to court against this app. This app is not my prosecutor. This app is not my judge. Maymay's not one. But the point is, I did open up and I was willing to come on and speak about this because so many people have had so many different stories. And I will say this. People can think what they want about the situation, right? It was said to note that there was a very similar incident at this residence the day prior, but there wasn't, right? There wasn't. That's something else I saw in the report where the officer said, where is it? Hold on. Yeah, at the bottom. I have the report right in front of me. Again, I spoke with the court about this today. Speaking with Myers, LB's mother, she relayed that none of the above incident had been related to her until I had Daniel wake her. She advised that Liam had previously gotten out of the residence. It's not true. The report says that I allegedly told the cop he got out of the residence. Not at all. I don't even know why that was put in the report. I don't. But anyway, like I said, I'm not going to... I'm already waiting to go to pretrial in real life for this, right? I'm already in the process of doing that. Everybody put a guilty verdict on me on this internet before the court system ever did, right? People who I thought were my friends did that too. So I'm done talking about the case and the facts. I talked about all of it. Again, think about what you want of me. Think about what you want of me. That's fine. I don't owe people shit. I don't. Absolutely, I don't owe people shit. I'm not out here endangering children. I'm not out here letting Liam roam the streets. I think you need to understand because this came live and you are now live, people do have questions. Totally, and I'm answering them. I've answered that question, I think, 6 or 7 times now. I even just read from the report. Cop's words. Weird. Like, he also said blame. He also said wake. There's a lot in this police report that makes no fucking sense to me. That LPD cop, I don't mean the sheriff, we're talking 2 different departments here. The Lorain Police Department cop that first responded, he was an absolute dick. And I already said at the beginning of this live, maybe you weren't here, I did get very mouthy because I didn't agree with half the shit he was saying. But anyway, and yes, it was brought to a live, Devious, but not by me. But not by me at all. So... How would May make a fake report stating all this? Well, Precious RN, you tell me how May faked that I lost custody of my kids and or that it was 3 a.m. or 6 blocks away. Right. Explain that. Anyway, May. You knew I was going to do this. So now that I've spoken on my situation, and I've spoken about it as much as I want, that's the last time I'm going to speak about it publicly. Again, I still have to go to pretrial. My case is open. Leave me alone about it. Keep Googling me. Go ahead, Google me on the 12th and find out what happens. No, they actually shared that report because Maymay's the one that... What did she say in the Snapchat group? She illegally obtained it, and then somebody said that she Googled a blank Lorain Police Department. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into it to that devious person. I'm just not. Go talk to Maymay. But Maymay, let me tell you something right now. So this is where I am going to finish what I was saying. I'm not speaking about the reports or the case anymore. Come the 12th, Google me, and you can find out what happens, okay? If I'm not live first to tell everybody, or if Nicole doesn't do it for me because Nicole's a news reporter, right? Okay. So we'll get updated on the 12th, everybody. Calm down. Everyone's good, right? We're good. We'll get updated on the 12th. Like I said, most likely going to be thrown out, dismissed. Thank you, Jesus. And that's the last I'm going to say, but because once it's dismissed, there is no cause for any questions. Once it's dismissed, it's out of my life and out of my life legally, right? So we're not doing this again on the internet until I'm finished with court. Then y'all can say what you want. I will say this, though. To the ones who I thought were my friends, and I remember a couple of you specifically going live and blatantly saying, fuck Grow, that's a piece of shit mother. Fuck you. You know who you are. Fuck you. Because those couple people never reached out to me to see what was really going on. Never. Never. Never asked me shit. Okay? May. You and Ashley Manning and Nicole are the last 3 people to ever do something like this, by the way. Now this is where we're gonna let Grow Queen come back. You know what I mean? No, Colby, never. What did I say that first night we spoke, Colby, versus now? Please enlighten me, Colby, on how I lied. How? What's a lie, Colby? Wow. What's a lie, Colby? What is a lie, Colby? What is a lie? There was like 50 people on that call. What's a lie? Go ahead. What's a lie? About what, Colby? You can speak about what, Colby? Please enlighten me so I can clear that up. What? I was what? Let's go. Let me hear it so I can trust or turn into the prosecution. I'm not saying anything against myself for the prosecution to get. Said one is Sheriff wants to be out. She doesn't know. I'm kidding. No, you're not. I can see all of your comments, Colby. You keep saying you lied. About what? You can type. Yes, I am. I legit typed after that. Well, while you figure it out, I'm going to finish my statement, though. Then you can, Colby, because I wasn't done. That was rude. That was very rude. Oh, there it is. You said you wasn't charged. You said no charges were filed. Yeah. So what I didn't realize is a citation was going to be an actual, like, criminal charge, Colby. So you're right. Absolutely. That's not a lie, though. That's not a lie. See, that shit right there is what I can't stand. You call that a lie. I call that, like, there's a lot of things that people find out during situations like this. There's a lot of things that unfold, a lot of things that come out, a lot of things that people realize during all this. Why don't you get that alarm? Hey, that's a good idea, Sassy. Thank you for that. Maybe. Good. Thank you. Don't they sell them at Home Depot? Anyway, I'm trying to finish with Colby. Colby, you told us your son had no learning disability, just a heart condition? Correct. Did I not just say that in here? He's disabled with a heart condition. Didn't I just say that? Who said that? You told us your son had no learning disabilities, just a heart condition? Learning disabilities? What does learning disabilities have to do with this? He has a heart condition. You've been in jail before. You should have known. You're not a Karen, bruh. No, Colby, I did not know that a citation like that. I didn't even know what a fucking paper arrest was. I've never been paper arrested before. Colby, the only time I've been to jail is put in handcuffs, bro. So nice, Colby. That's cute. See what I mean? And even with all this being put out, Colby still wants to try to make it sound like someone's a lie. Colby, again, yeah, Colby, mugshots. I was put in handcuffs in 2022, Colby. Handcuffs. Handcuffs, Colby. Colby, I didn't know what a fucking paper arrest was until this. I didn't even know what a paper arrest was. When I have a mugshot from going to jail, I was put in handcuffs, booked. This didn't happen with this citation, so that's why I thought I wasn't charged with anything. I thought it was a ticket. I didn't know it was going to be like a criminal thing. You know what I'm saying? A teen shouldn't be in charge of watching a child that needs extra care. Okay, so let me ask you this question, Katie. I'm going to double down on that. If he was in cuffs and booked, you was charged. But I wasn't for this. Okay, Colby, you're confusing what I'm saying. Colby, for this incident, I was not handcuffed and booked. Nobody put handcuffs on me for this incident, Colby. We're talking about when I was arrested in 2022 is what you're bringing up, right? Okay, but Colby, I didn't know that. Because when I was arrested in 2022, they pulled me over and put me in handcuffs for that DV shit. How the fuck am I supposed to know? Laws change and you get citations for everything now. So no, Colby, that wasn't a lie, buddy. I will be cuffed and booked after the 12th. Colby, that's not how that happens. The charge is on there. Okay? You don't get cuffed and booked after your arraignment for the only charge you have. It just sounds stupid. And Colby, enlighten me. You bet I won't beat this case. Okay. Bye, Colby. Have a good night. Have a good night, Colby. You tried. You really tried. Piece of shit. If they find me guilty, they're not going to find me. I'm not going to get 180 days in jail, Colby. I just said earlier, for first-time offenders, that rarely happens. There has to be a serious matter along with it, like drugs and or neglect, real neglect, like ignoring a child, not feeding a child. It has to be a really, really severely neglectful situation before that happens. So, Karma J, #1 troll. See you later. And that's what I'm talking about. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. He did get blocked, Deanna. Absolutely. I'm not going to do the disrespectful bullshit. To say that kind of shit to me is fucking disgusting. Especially after now knowing that... Well, I already did Kelly with the locks, and as far as the babysitting choices, I already said, me and my son agreed he won't, and the locks have been doubled down. So, with that being said, Colby, even knowing the fact that I did nothing physically to neglect my child, that's bullshit what you said.